Yeah, no, appreciate you coming in here, man.
Actually, my cam's not even showing. I guess I have to redo all this shit. There you go. There's my cam, man.
There you is.
So go ahead. I'll kick off the panel here and let some of the other guests speak, brother. I appreciate the time, man.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you, man. And you've done so much for me and all that stuff. I mean, like, I for those that don't know, like, he's always throwing something out there, and I always tell him, like, you've done so much for me. You don't have to keep doing it. And it's like, I appreciate because it helps me get where I got to go, you know, especially in this time right now. We're all struggling, you know, and for those that, you know, at least there's some people that are still working. But there's millions that aren't, and, you know, it is hard. It's hard for me to get out and travel, but for me right now, YouTube is my only source of money, so I have to go out. And if it costs me $20 in gas to go drive somewhere, it comes back eventually. And that's another thing. He was saying, he found me about fishing, about kayak fishing, and that's how Soloyaker kind of started. Most people don't know. They're like, how'd you get your name? And it was me going fishing solo. Like, I would say, hey, buddy, you want to go kayak fishing? Yeah, what time? I'm like, 5 o'clock. And they're like, yeah. No.
Bro, you got your name because you grew up there solo yakking, so you can lie about the fish you caught.
Yeah, whatever. You can see my videos. Dude, trust me, I got videos of me with some fish, dude. I'm all fish like this.
That's someone else landed it, though.
100%, bro. Because when I went fishing with him, we didn't catch nothing but disappointment.
I'll be truthful, Solo.
I caught everything I was planning on catching that day. I caught 7 of them. Hook, line, and sinker. Gotta know.
Yes, you did.
And we didn't even have to hook those. They came straight at us.
I had the right bait, dude. Had the right bait.
Yeah, OVT was with you.
Hey, my buddy.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting one day. I mean, we're going to be hanging out, and they're going to do the same Jeff Mayer thing on us at the same time.
Not. I hope not.
It's never fun. Dude, I'll tell you, man, laying your rifle down and the guy's yelling at me like, get on the ground. I'm like, look, man, it's brand new, dude. Brand new, and I'm laying on the ground. I'm like, God, this, you know?
Yeah, and then they don't care about that. They scrape it up and all that stuff. It's like, yeah, of course you don't care. It's my money that was spent on it.
My flash hider's got a couple nice little scratches in it along with the Picatinny. I noticed the Picatinny when I friggin' was cleaning it from the beach the other day. I friggin' James Madison and what was it? High Desert Community?
No.
What was his name? High Seas or something. And
I need one of those.
But anyway,
I can keep it in my car.
Yeah, those things, they're free. You should be able to go to almost any what is it, county or city clerk or something. They should have those. James Madison.
Say that one more time. I'm texting someone that's bugging me on my comments.
Yeah. Well, this Constitution, that pamphlet, don't they have those at the city hall or city clerk or something?
There's a guy that puts those out. You must be near like what's are you in a particular city? Shoot. Ow, I just lost my phone.
CB's in Oregon, but we're all in Florida.
Okay, yeah. So there's some people that put those out. They sponsor, but you can get them. I don't know if they have them in the city halls. It's usually
that's where I've seen one before. I thought
usually there's a donation.
I buy those 1,000 at a time for $300. Email me post office box and I'll kick you off some. We hand these out at our rallies and our open carry events that we do. You got my email, brother. Kick me off a good Addy for you, and I'll send you some. They're really cheap. 1,000 of them for $300. That's what my 3% group buys them at. So hit me up, brother.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
The cool thing about this, when you open them up to the center page, you have your First and Second Amendment right there in the center of these damn things, man. So hit me up, brother. I'll send you a shit ton of them, man.
I hear that. Thank you, brother.
Just post these to me, man.
So check this out, man. I just got body camera footage from Daytona Beach PDE, and it was of a Florida carry member. Florida carry member was disarmed and told that his his firearm was not legal in his glove compartment.
Shut the front door.
Yeah, do you remember that? Like that, I posted in Florida.
Wasn't me.
No, not you. But he got stopped, and he got he did that, and the officer wouldn't listen to him. It's like a crappy video, but it's still good.
Yeah, we need to see it, man. Okay. But we got Rogue Nation hanging out. I'm gonna say hi to a couple of people I saw that hopped in. We've got Dennis Eggleston. He's hanging out. We got G23.
Oh yeah, I have your ammo.
Yeah, and Rogue just.
Hey, when we going shooting?
Glock 23. Hope that don't get me taken down.
Oh, that it's
got Save the Humans. Kyle Wolf hanging out. Mad respect for you guys. I'll put up his comment right there. You should be able to see comments. Do you guys see comments?
I see him.
I see him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I just want to make sure.
That's my little baby. Gotta go.
Pew, 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 pew. See you later, bud. Have a good one.
Will that really get you taken down, showing it?
Yeah. I hear it's supposed to. But
I don't know if you guys noticed, but with the the PA video that I launched, High Impact Flicks did a live stream about it, and because he had the picture of me with my rifle hanging from the sling, his live stream got taken down. He had to re-put the picture up there with a sensor bar over my rifle.
Yeah, it's always fun. Always a good time. Yeah. So right now we're letting everybody know that we're trying to get up to Pennsylvania. I do have an open carry, and I'm gonna kind of announce this one. Don't really care.
What dates are PA?
Huh?
What dates are PA?
We don't know. We're trying to build up a little GoFundMe type of thing, and it's not that we can't afford it. It's just we can't afford it right now. And you know, if people want to help, they can help. You know, we're asking for help just to help us get back up there. It's gonna be multiple videos. It'll probably be at least 5-6 different states of us open carrying in those states. It's gonna be us going up and then us coming back down through all those states. Open carrying. We're gonna be giving away another complete upper for that as well.
We're gonna get a lot of footage too, because we got like 4 or 5 states to hit up on the way down there and on the way back.
There's gonna be a lot of. We're basically gonna run up to PA, stay the night, the next day, do our open carry stuff that whole day, and then start making our way back down. So it'll be like probably like a 3 to 4 day type of thing. That's what I'm thinking. 3 days at least, solid.
And we're splitting that drive because that was hard.
I'm sleeping the whole way there, dude.
What? Not happening. I'll wake you up, bro.
I'll wake up for the mountains.
Yeah, I had fun driving the mountains. That was fun. I was on a cliffside, and the speed limit was like 70 on that cliffside, and there was this 18-wheeler who just wanted to drive next to me. I'm like, oh my god, what is wrong with this guy? And he was right next to my car during the turns, and you can like literally look over and just see the side of the cliff. It's like, oh great.
Yeah. I don't have an AK-47, but I do have a side charging handle, AR-15, so it's almost like an AK. So, yeah. Yeah, nothing's free in this world.
Hey, 350ZX, do you remember that video or not the video, the Florida carry member that posted in Florida carry and said that he got stopped and police officers...
You got the body cam footage.
I know, but I'm going to ask him. I'm trying to find out the guy's name. You don't know about it. You don't know who it is.
Wait, what?
Maybe
who?
Right, so he knows who it is. I can get him. I'll get a hold of him. I'll message him.
Hey, it won't let me comment on this, Solo.
Blocked.
I don't know. That's like a you problem, not a me problem.
No, that's a us problem. We're in this
Yeah,
together.
I can't comment either.
Hey James, me and James I definitely know are on computers. So can you comment there, James?
I'm on my computer too, but I had to jump out of the YouTube live stream, and now I'm in the StreamYard, and there's no way for me to comment either.
All right, go over to the right-hand side over there where it says comments.
Yeah, I'm there. I can see everybody's comments. I ain't got nowhere to type though. I'm on my main box, man. Not even on my lappy.
I mean,
I don't know.
you're talking about chat. Yeah, you can comment. You can comment in chat. It's easy. It says say something. A bunch of stuff.
Are you looking at private chat or live comments?
I'm looking at live comments.
Oh no,
Live comments doesn't let.
I have the YouTube page up on my left monitor and the live one over here.
Yeah, I had to turn off the YouTube page because the feedback was something heavy.
Or just pause it. All you have to do is pause it.
No, just mute the sound off of YouTube.
Or whatever. Anything just so that you don't get that echo.
Hey, OVT, what part of PA?
That was pretty bad. My bad. I'm a newbie.
Yeah, you're good.
Well, since
man.
I can't comment on the thing, Dennis, whenever you're ready to go to the range, you let me know. You got my my YouTube and my email.
Hey, what part of PA are you going to?
Erie.
But I think we're going to go see the Liberty Bell too. But I guess we can't really carry anywhere near the state capitol or something like that.
Well, I'm sure Open Carry PA knows everywhere we can go since that's what they do.
I mean, just to see the Liberty Bell would be pretty awesome.
I'm sure Open
maybe
Carry knows everywhere we can go.
yeah.
Okay, is my echo really bad now?
Testing. I don't hear nothing.
No, I don't hear nothing.
How you doing?
I don't hear nothing.
All right.
What's going on?
Good. Now, how do
done
you
that
say your
before.
name? All right.
What's going on?
Well,
I want to say your name, but I can't even say your name. It's like Verpa. I don't even know.
Pepper is a rifle. AK sold diamond sold. He called Max.
Yeah,
I think we met in Miami. I don't know if we met in Miami.
It was kind of coming in a little choppy for me on his feed. Did any of you guys get that?
But
Sorry,
I get.
I'm all the way in Virgin. I'm coming from Virgin Islands, so a little choppy.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell!
The Virgin Islands. How are your gun laws over there?
I got work. That's why I work. Florida is my home, but I work over here, so I'm stuck here for a while.
Oh, yeah. That's all right, man. You're on the island life.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Some good fishing out there, I bet.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Right
you
now
know
I
how
can't go
to
to the
fish,
beach because
bro.
we closed all the beaches because of EDC, but it is what it is.
No, I'm definitely, next time we go fishing, I'm definitely catching something good. My brother-in-law said he's going to come along, and he's like a expert fisherman, so.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Well, as long as we have an expert, that's all I need.
Right?
I just want something to bring home.
Cool.
I get you video to bring home. What's wrong with that?
Well, yeah, that's good too, but I can't put the video in my stomach. I'm like James, just not on camera. I like to eat.
Do it. Just eat on camera. Don't be a little baby.
Get your Funyuns out or whatever, man. Just,
Nah.
I got some chips.
I tore up a burger not too long ago, so a veggie burger actually, to be specific.
And so it's still running for that position?
no. I am moving. I'll be moving in about a month, and unfortunately,
where you
I have to. I'm just moving up to the Volusia County area.
Ah, okay.
So once I move up there, but once I start up there, I don't plan on moving again. So I'll keep doing it. It's just I was having struggles getting the signatures I needed. So nobody knows me here. People know me where I'm from, or at least they used
Hey,
to.
you moved to Broward and outside something for you. How about that?
I hear you, brother. Dude,
I'm
like
the first signature.
I'm gonna run for president one day. Oh man,
know.
we got another good one here. I'm gonna let this guy come in, and he's just gonna take over the whole thing. All right, because he's gonna drop law on us that's unbelievable.
Oh man, hold on. Let me prop up my camera then and sit back and get educated.
So everybody get a pen and paper, and everything he says, write it down, because this man is truly amazing on his everything. Same thing like James Madison, but I like Rogue Nation way better.
Dang, yo, James, you gonna let that man say that?
Dang, James.
Yeah, as soon as we can get Rogue Nation out open carry, and I'm dropping James Madison like a bad habit.
I already dropped it, bro.
James, I still got your back, bro.
Thanks, man. Hey, if you wanna have fun, and you don't want to go catch no fish. Just,
Well, you can't really open carry. Sucks.
Yeah, well,
I mean, other than you fish and you hunt in camp, really, it's like ridiculous, you know?
yeah, it sucks, man. But hey, you know, piece by piece, man. But Rogue, hey, let everybody. If you don't know who Rogue Nation is, go to Rogue Nation's channel, get on his channel, subscribe to his channel, tell him Soloyaker for you. And Rogue, go ahead and tell him who you are and what you're all about, brother.
See, he don't even want to talk
Thanks,
to you.
guys. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for joining.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
We hear you. We just don't see you.
Can you hear me? We can hear you. Turn on your camera. Hold on 1 second here. They don't need to know that.
There he is.
All right, there we go. There's the Rogue. What's up, guys?
What's going on, bud?
What's going on, guys?
Not much. Just hanging out.
Practicing our social distancing on StreamYard.
I've been going out up here in Indiana getting some videos.
Yeah, I just saw that one you posted. That was great. Always is great.
You ain't gonna bait me, bro.
Too late.
Hey,
Anyway,
Rogue
guys.
Nation, didn't you mirror some of my videos, if I'm not mistaken?
I try not to mirror anybody's videos, so I don't think so. And if I do, it's only with permission. Usually they ask me to mirror them. So I'm not sure who said that, but
Well,
I
if
don't
you did,
think so.
thank you.
Yeah, I'm not
Somehow
sure.
I'm subscribed.
Yeah, no, I'm a basic First Amendment auditor. You know, I got into this because I thought a lot of the audits were going down incorrectly for proper change to happen, and I had some knowledge in the area of law that I wanted to help out and just maybe try to take it a different way. You know, a lot of people are still, you know, trying to go out and maybe get arrested and thinking that's the only way that they can make changes. And I'm trying to show people that, you know, we don't need to get arrested doing this kind of stuff in order to affect change.
Nope.
And we just got, we didn't get confirmation yet, but, you know, there's a possibility that some of our videos down in Arcadia have relieved an officer of his rank and moved him back down the ladder to officer, and I just got that tonight. So, you know, we're definitely making some changes in Florida. And a lot of the guys in Bang, James Madison, Jeff Gray, Big Nick, Ebor Rob, we're doing good front. You got Soloyaker and Lando Voice Transparency there on the Second Amendment tip, getting some stuff done there, which I commend those guys. You know, I got a felony on my record from about 25 years ago, so I'm not able to to carry. So it means a lot that there's guys out there knowledgeable and able to. I see you, Solo. Hey, we were all young.
We can get you.
Once,
I can
right?
get you something. I can get you something. It's gonna be black powder, and it's only gonna be 5 out of 6 rounds. But keep going, man. I can get you something in your. I can get you something.
So I'm just happy
I
that
think
these
it's
guys
nonsense.
are on the
But
front
if you
line.
get time, you should be able to get your stuff restored.
As dangerous as all the work out here we do, it's definitely a lot more dangerous for these guys out there open carrying. I know you guys have seen the videos getting drawn down on, getting put in the ground. Solo had his own gun pointed at him a couple weeks back. So, this is serious business, and as well it should be, because our rights are serious business. And, there's a lot of people out there in the auditing community that are playing games, and it's not time for games. It's time for seriousness. It's time for us to really start, looking at things and making sure they're correct. Rice Krispies reloading with the ramrod. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on and say thanks to you guys for doing what you do. Obviously, to say thanks to James. He's a steadfast supporter, and he's a trooper out there on the streets. He's one of the best guys out there. I love having him with me when we go. As a matter of fact, two of my I'd say craziest audits have come with James. That being up in Nassau when the cop went ballistic, and the other being Orange City, where they damn near cleared up the DMV.
That's crazy.
Like a riot almost up in there. So these are all good guys. I'm glad to have them out there. I'm glad to have them fighting for our rights. And I'm up here in Indiana for the month, checking out the corona up here in the Midwest, seeing what kind of rights they're trying to violate up here. And, they're definitely trying to keep regular citizens off the street. They keep asking me for my media credentials, which I'm not going to show them. One, because I left them in Florida, and two, just because, they don't deserve to see them. Even when I did have it, my daughter wrote it, you know what I mean? But even they don't get to see that. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot more stuff up here. I'm gonna pretty much go all over the state. There's a protest at the governor's mansion in Indianapolis on Saturday. I'll be hitting up. So I want to let everybody know, man, stay vigilant. This is the time right now where rights will slip away and we won't even realize it.
He's absolutely 100%. He's 100% on one.
Yeah, your mic's all messed up.
He sounds like a robot, man.
Yeah,
I just
your
want to
mic-
see a cartoon like that.
So, Rogue, check this out. We were, myself and Soloyaker were out with a guy the other day, and he actually got a notice to appear arrested and a notice to appear for taking some photos on the beach.
Yeah. He sent me that video, and when I looked at it, there was no audio, but you could see, clearly he's riding his bike. You see people laid out on the beach, like people laying on the beach, which they shouldn't have been doing. He's riding, stops, gets off, he goes to take some pictures, and then the next thing you know, you just see the whole interaction go down. And it's just like, and then he tells me, so I show, I come down. I'm, like, you can't, like, even for me, like, I don't agree with any of this stuff that they're doing. If people want to go out and do their essential activities, they should be allowed to do it anywhere. But there's so many different counties, and that's why I keep saying about, like, preemption. In preemption, no city, county, town can create their own gun laws. They can't do anything. They can't. It comes from the state and the state only. The state issued this state order. And now at this point, is there a preemption with that? And obviously not, because every counties are creating, mandatory friggin' curfews. You can't go on the beaches. The boat ramps are closed. Public parks are closed that aren't even attached. You know, like there's so many things that people are being taken away from, and I just I don't agree with it. People want to go out and do it. Go out and live your life, and that's where people are at right now. People are over this whole thing because they either want serious answers or a serious solution to getting back to normal, and we're not getting any of it.
No,
So,
and you know, the other day I just heard that they're talking about you might have to social until they come up with a vaccine. And to be honest with you, man, I think the whole thing's just an issue to push a vaccine, because I find it incredibly odd that, you know, 4 months after the outbreak, they're already testing 2 vaccines, one of which is tied to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. You know what I mean? Supposedly it takes years to, you know, a year or two at least to come up with a vaccine, but 4 months down the road, Bill and Melinda already got one that's being tested. I don't know, man. That sounds a little wanky to me.
all of it, and like there's so much that's affecting the country. It's not that I'm pushing for Trump. I'm not pushing for anybody, but what I am saying is because of this, it has affected our everything. It's affected so much, and you know, like without certain people, our country would be completely shut down. You know, there's certain people that are still working, that are still making things happen for us, whether it be Walmart or whoever, your grocery stores. Just imagine if all that was shut down. We would literally be out with rifles in town looking to shoot something for food. You know, things are just, I don't know what's going on, and I just wanted to go back to normal. That's all I want to know. When's it going back to normal?
But I don't think it's the virus that we have to worry about so much as the economic impact on the outside of this. When we come out of this, we're going to be like coming out of a butthole, dude. We're going to be a turd, okay? Because that's what it's going to look like when we come out, because they're talking 25% unemployment, 30% unemployment. That's going to trickle all the way down the line. Even if your ass still is employed, you're going to be working less. You're going to be getting less orders. You know, when people are unsure of the economic situation, they tend to do one thing, and that's tighten their butthole. They're not going to be spending anything that they don't have to be spending. You know what I mean? They're going to use the toilet paper twice. They're going to wipe on one side. They're going to flip it over. They're going to wipe on the next side, dude. That's how it's going to be. So everybody down the line is going to be feeling this, dude. So
Yep.
I think the bigger issue, I mean, I go out and do my videos. You know, I did it today. I'll go out tomorrow and do it. I'm not worried about the virus. Again, what I'm worried about is 2 months down the road not being able to feed my family. You know, 3 months down the road not being able to pay my rent, that sort of thing. That's what I'm more worried about than catching a virus that, you know, like what is it, 2%, 5% of the population maybe have a chance to catch, and of those 5%, 1% might pass away. Those are pretty good odds.
No.
I think I have about the same odds of getting hit by lightning, and yet I go out in Florida every day in the lightning capital of the world, and I still haven't been hit. So I think those are pretty good odds. But the odds of me being screwed over economically, that's a lot bigger. That's 40, 50%. So
yeah.
I think
Your odds, like when you look at the numbers, you know, when you logistically like really look at numbers, there's a lot of numbers that are just not realistic. You know, like, you know, the same thing with the common flu, same thing with a lot of things. There's things that have been happening that I'm like apples and apples, oranges and oranges, and I'm like, we've survived and people have gone through their whole life and we've never shut down over the common flu or hepatitis or even the AIDS virus back in the 90s. You know, that was an epidemic. They were freaking out about it, and the only thing they could do was tell people not to have sex, unprotected sex. That's what they put. Hey, well, if you're going to go out, wash your hands, have sanitizer, do whatever you got to do. If you got to wear a mask, so be it. But those are the things that need to be dealt with on a person level. The government's not here to protect us. The government works for us so that we tell them what to do, not vice versa. They're telling us what to do at this point. Publix has got signs up. Go one way up this way, one way back this way. You can only go in one direction up and down aisles. Like, what is that? Like, it's just all that is just more control of like, what are you trying? Are you preventing the coronavirus because it only goes east? It doesn't go west, so as long as I keep going east, I'm not going to get it.
I think it has more to do with conditioning. Conditioning the citizens to accept what's going on. I gotta take a moment to pause for a product endorsement. The Brand's chocolate in Fort Wayne, Indiana. If you haven't had it, it is the best chocolate in the world. Here's my wife holding up the box here, if you can see it. Okay, yeah, that's my wife holding up the box there. It cost me an arm and a leg, gentlemen, but very well guaranteed. If you
happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, you have a special lady in your life. It will. They do mail over the. They do mail you the chocolate. It's nice in a cooler box with dry ice. I do not work for them, and I do not get paid. But let me tell you, this right here will get you back into the house from any doghouse you might find yourself in, sir. Yum.
Yeah.
Hey, Solo, can I have a minute here, brother?
Yeah, go for it, bro.
Hey, I just want to say thanks to Rogue Nation, long-time subscriber, brother. I love your videos. I'm always there for you. So you've been talking about the fishing, and that's something that's being brought up here on the West Coast as well, and they're trying to shut us down from census fishing. And it's been a topic, and it's coming back up Friday in a special meeting down here in our port. But I will say this, I see a lot of you guys that have a problem talking to your state representatives or your county commissioners, and I find that really bothering because I can pick up my phone and talk to these people, and they respond to me. And so when your public officials, especially in Florida, I'm seeing these public officials won't respond to you. That's just it's fucking mind-boggling. I can pick up my phone. I've talked to my state representative twice per day. I've talked to my county commissioners twice per day with my concerns about trying to shut the fishing down in the port. And why you guys can't address your public officials, your elected public officials, is just that fucking dumbfounding to me. Why you can't contact them and address your concerns. What the hell is going on in these other states? Am I so lucky that I'm the only one that's able to contact my elected officials? My employees. I pay these motherfuckers to represent me. I don't understand why you guys can't contact them. What the hell is the deal? Why can't you? Really, why can't you call them? I got them right here on my phone. Seriously, I got them right here. They're in my contact list. Why can't you contact these people?
They do. They don't want to listen.
I'm done. So thanks for the 2 minutes, brother. This shit just gets to me, and I see this nonstop. You guys can't contact your elected officials, and you can't address your concerns. Why? And I can do it every day of the week, and I don't have a problem. I don't understand. You guys have to go through FOIA requests and beg to fucking lick their boots and shit. Really? They're the same as all of us on this panel. Pick up the fucking phone and call them. If they don't answer you, fucking boot them. Really? Find someone that'll pick up the phone and address your concerns. I'm done, so sorry, brother.
We got plenty of room for you down here, man. If you can talk some sense into them, we're all here.
I just don't get it, man, because I don't have that issue here. And I see all these issues with the police as well. You guys being jacked up for open carry and shit. And I've told you so many times. I don't know what the fuck the hell is going on because I don't get that here. They encourage us to carry guns here, and they encourage us to contact our elected officials, from the bottom up to our state reps. You see my open carry I did last time. So I met my solar rep out there open carrying. You know, it's like, really, y'all motherfuckers can't do this shit. Something's wrong, man. Something is definitely fucking wrong here with this picture. When you can't talk to your elected official. All right, I'm done, brother. It's your show. Sorry.
Yeah, I feel what he's saying, man. I think it's because the people who claim to serve and protect, they're actually scared to serve and protect. That's why they don't like people exercising their rights to carry. Like, I don't know if you've seen the video. I got put down on the ground on gunpoint. Not even
I saw you, man. That was fucking bullshit. Sorry to cut you off, brother. I saw that.
You're good.
Carry on, OVT. Sorry, brother.
Yeah, just for wearing this vest, I got put on the ground at gunpoint, which is it's insane because it's like, the average citizen is already put at a disadvantage to protect ourselves because we have to conceal carry, which means if you needed to use your firearm, not only does the threat already is engaging at you, you got to clear your shirt to then draw your firearm to protect yourself. These guys open carry, so they'll always have a draw on you, and yet they're scared that you carry when you can't even access yours as fast as they can access theirs.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a body cam footage of when I was at Bryan, Mass, and the officer, he's an older officer, and he clearly says, he's like, I'm scared of people having firearms. Like,
I saw that.
When police are legitimately scared of other people having firearms other than themselves, they are the threat. Because when they get introduced to me or OVT or anybody else that has a firearm, they go from 0 to friggin' 2,000 in a blink, and that's very scary for anybody, James, have you ever been put out on the ground by gunpoint?
Not on the ground, but out of a car, and like low ready. So yeah, that's it.
Never pointed at you?
No.
Rogue Nation?
I've had a gun pointed at me, but it was by a punk, and I chased him down with my, I had this cane that had a sword in it, and I kind of chased after him with that. It was one of my wife's old buddies, or one of her buddies' boyfriends or something, just a punk in Indiana. But no, I've never been put down on the ground like that by police, with a gun. Which is, it's a scary situation, dude, because at any moment they could unleash on you and
Have an accident.
Make up 15 different stories and have 15 different guns in their trunk to toss on you that the serial numbers are filed off of.
I recommend to everyone, you ever get a gun pointed at you by a police officer, don't panic and think exactly about what that man is telling you to do before you do it. Because if you didn't realize in my video when that police officer put me on the ground at gunpoint, he knew that I was concealed carrying, and he said, hey, get on the ground and put your hands behind your back. Most people who conceal carry, they carry on their hip. If I would have put my hands behind my back, I probably would have been shot dead that day.
Right.
It is about listening to what they're saying, but it's also about knowing where, that awareness about where your firearms and everything are. As long as you know if it's like, for me, most of all my interactions are open carrying, so it's always like, I'm basically doing like the whole friggin' thing, like put your arms out, but at the same time, I have to get down to that point, and I can't just flop my face down. So it's like there's a slow process. I think through it before I actually just slap my face on the ground. But there is no script. Even for the First Amendment side, there is no script to any of this. There's no, this is how it's going to happen when you do this. Every officer, everybody is how they are, and sometimes you meet decent ones, sometimes you meet those really tyrannical ones, and that's half of what we do is trying to make that change so that we have better officers, I guess. If if we need them, I'd rather have the better of the best of the best of them, not the worst of the worst. And exposure is the only way to do that, is to get rid of those guys.
Yeah, they don't worry too much about the exposure though, because it's always the taxpayer who ends up paying the price.
Yeah.
So Rogue, how long is that beer going to go for? You going all the way?
I'm waiting until I come back home, but
No, you're not.
I don't have any work. I traditionally do food service bartending, and since we're out of work, my wife said I should let it go as long as I could, so that's what I'm doing. And it's been going about a month now, and it's about, I don't know, she said a little bit, an inch off the chin, so we'll see how long we can get it to go. Maybe I'll do something cool with it, like, wax up my mustache or something in a little twist.
Yeah, I saw that going. That was pretty good. I saw it in the beginning.
So we'll see how it goes. But, yeah, I think now more people are starting to realize, I saw there were protests in Ohio. I saw there were protests in Michigan. Like I said, we're going down the one in Saturday in Indianapolis. I know on Friday there's going to be one in Orange County, Florida there.
Protest?
I'm not sure what protest it is, but it is Friday. I got a link to it. One of my subscribers sent it to me in an email, and I told him, unfortunately, I'm out of town until May. But if Solo wants, I can try to find that and text it to him. So
Yeah, shoot me.
It's a protest on Friday. I'm not sure where it's at. Health department maybe. I'm not sure, but he sent it to me and told me I should cover it. But again, I'm out of town, so. But yeah, I mean, anything that we can do, I think for the First Amendment auditing side is definitely going to be to expose a lot of where this money's going, because whenever there's big cash infusions like this, billions fall out the side like crumbs out your mouth while you're eating a sandwich. You know what I mean? So $1 million will go here to his buddy, $1 million will go there to his buddy. So I think the First Amendment auditing community really needs to crack down on the public record requests and finding out where this COVID money is going to.
And you know how it goes to their buddies?
Oh, yeah, usually through kickbacks and stuff, like they hire the company. I don't know if you ever saw the audit me and Doc Barry did up in Bellevue.
Yep.
At the police department there, and they just had built a new police department there, rehabbed it or whatever, but they made this building earthquake-proof, okay? Probably cost them an extra $500,000, maybe an extra $1 million to make this building. Yeah, the Bellevue Police Department is earthquake-proof. Now, I'm thinking to myself, why would you make a building in earthquake there?
I didn't mean to do that. That was my fault.
Second of all, wouldn't you be more concerned with like a sinkhole than you would an earthquake? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make no sense. So I haven't really started looking into that, but I can guarantee you that, the mayor's cousin's construction company was the one that built, and did the bid for the earthquake-proof building. It just amazes me, some of the stuff that goes under the radar of citizens, because again, it's very taxing to work all day, take care of the kids, and then go to the city council meeting and find out what's going on.
Yeah.
People just elect these people, and then they go about their lives and think, oh, well, these people will run the country and the city and the county, and they'll be good, and I don't have to worry about it, because I'm so busy anyway. And people don't, see that busyness is what they put in our path to keep us distracted from what they're doing. You know, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, you know, woman's lib. And I tell people, man, it's not about that. To them, the government, women's lib was about getting 50% of the people paying taxes. Okay, because before women's lib, a lot of only men work most of the time. Okay, so you're missing 50% of the population. You get income tax. So now all of a sudden, you know, you got women in the workplace too. Now you got 70-80% of the population you can tax instead of the 40 to 50% you had before women's lib. You know, now kids are being raised at daycares. And when they're done at the daycares, the kids come home and the parents are busy and they're tired from work and they'll sit them in front of the TV. Now all of a sudden you got Bart Simpson raising your freaking kids. Then you look outside, you see all these kids running around like idiots, and you're like, what the hell's going on? What happened? And I tell people, if you want to know how the degradation of the American family unit has came to be this way, all you have to do is look at the TV programming from the 50s when you'd have stuff like My Two Sons and you know, Andy Griffith type family and family units. And then it progressively gets worse. You know, in the 70s you had Good Times and What's Happening in the early 80s, and then you got in with Married with Children, then you got in with you know, Bart Simpson and Family Guy, and you know, and as you go further and further into the TV programming, you could see as the family unit starts to degrade. And that's how they get us, dude. And that's why it's called TV programming, because it programs society on what the norms are. You know, it's the same way with the African Americans and the gays, the lesbians and bisexuals. They introduce these concepts into the TV and to integrate them into society.
Yeah. And they're even doing it now where they're trying to do the whole, you know, they want equality and they want people, like children, to be exposed to transgender and all this other stuff. And I'm like, there's a lot of things that go, like, that's not for kids. When they develop and they figure that out, that's one thing. But and it's the same thing that's on TV. It's what they program them to try to accept everything when everything's not acceptable. You know, like if people can be who they want to be, I don't care, but not everything is acceptable in life. Like I don't agree with a lot of things in life. I won't tell everybody. You know, I'll go about my day and I'll just keep walking, but there's things that I don't agree with, and, you know, and when I don't agree with it, and once it gets to that level, I start showing up, and that's, you know, the thing about First Amendment audit, Second Amendment audit, whatever. If I don't agree with something, I'm going to expose it for the wrongs that it's doing to people. You know, and there's things that I see that's going on right now that I don't agree with that aren't meant for children. You know, if they're adults, they can figure it out themselves. But as a child, the only person that can stop them is the parents, and the parents seem like they're more accepting of it. So it's like, I don't know. I get the programming with the TV, because if you see it on TV, it becomes like life. You know, people suck it in like that.
Right. It's what, you know, becomes the norm, and that's why reality TV was such a big hit with them, because here they are pushing these lies, and we know it's lies. We know these guys act for the camera. You know what I mean? Because the camera is there. The camera's in their face. You cannot but help to act for the camera. You know, it's not real reality TV. Real reality TV is when the guy was hiding in the bushes with the camera and you didn't realize he was there. You know what I mean? Exactly. That's real reality TV. Right, candid camera, exactly. So, like, or even cheaters.
Or whatever, you know, catching them in a reality moment. Like, there's some of those, there's ones like, what would you do? Where, you know, there's nothing but hidden cameras, and they try to portray a scene where somebody's giving somebody a hard time, and then they see you in a crowd of people, what would they do in that situation? You know, and that's the reality of real life. Is whenever you might see one thing that's a reality, but when you're in real life and you see somebody being picked on, or you see somebody being just abused by somebody, are you going to be the one to step up and help them, or are you going to be kind of like, it's not my problem, I'm just going to turn a blind eye? And for me, I've been picked on my whole life, and I hate it, and I always fight for the little guy, you know, and that's just who I am, because that's how it should be. I mean, I'm not saying that everybody should be like that, but I was that little guy, and I was the one that got picked on, and I had people that stood up for me, and now that, you know, I see that, I stand up for others.
Yeah.
We should always stand up for our fellow humans and most aspects, you know, as far as that can go, as far as we can. You know, the country, the people, I think, are only as well off as the least among us. I tend to believe, you know, we can't, you know, to me, a lot of the problem with the system, the capitalist system that we have, that people have talked about is, you know, to pull yourself up by the bootstraps. And I want to bring some things to light with that. You know, it sounds good on paper, and I'm all for personal responsibility, believe that. But we also have to realize that if everybody in the country wanted a good job, if everybody in the country wanted to make $70,000 to $100,000 a year, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. I don't care how hard you pull your frickin' bootstraps, okay? There has to be someone working the McDonald's counter in order for the McDonald's franchisee owner to make his dream come true, okay? There has to be somebody working at Wendy's. There has to be someone working at Payless Shoe Source for $7 an hour in order for those people that own those companies to do something. Okay, it's the way it is. The model, the currency, and the model, which is a fiat currency based on usury, it promotes winners and losers. There's going to be losers in our system. It's just the way it is. You could do an experiment yourself. Get $100,000 together. Go rent a box store right next to Walmart. See who wins. It's not a free market, my friend. You know what I mean? There was a book put out years ago called No Logo, and it was written by a lady. I can't remember her name now, and she grew up in the garment district in Toronto, and she talks a lot in her book about branding. But one of the things that she mentioned that I'd never heard of before or found out about was some of Starbucks business practices, in which they would go to a town, they would find a local coffee shop that was doing good in a good area, you know, good walking traffic, whatever their parameters were. And they would go to the landlord and they would overbid for the property and get those guys kicked out, and then they would open shop. And that's how Starbucks took over so quickly in a lot of these areas. Not a lot of people realize that, but you know, the free market is free if you have money. Otherwise, the small guy trying to start out, it's not as free as a lot of people think.
No.
You know, so you know, we need to help everybody out as much as we can, because again, it's a winner loser system. It's always going to be that way. But we shouldn't, you know, degrade the losers for that, because again, if it wasn't for, you know, some of these guys making minimum wage, then there wouldn't be the guys that were living the middle class life. And if the guys weren't living the middle class life, you wouldn't have the guys living the high life. You know what I mean? Because it's the middle class guys that are buying all the stuff that are making the corporations rich. You know, trying to keep up with the Jones.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that old saying right there, man. Keeping up with the Joneses. And You know, and it's like that's just America. You know, some countries don't believe in trying to. It's not about what you have; it's about your life and how you live it. Like when I was living in Costa Rica, it wasn't I mean, sure, everybody wanted to have all the money in the world, but it wasn't. Money wasn't the all thing. It wasn't about the TV. It wasn't about what kind of house. It was called pura vida, pure life. Just live your life, you know. And
That was pretty good. Pretty good.
pura vida, man. But there's a lot of things that I've learned from Costa Rica being in a third world country. I don't even call it a third world country because their life, a lot of the things that I experienced there were a lot better than what we have here. I mean, we have more. There's certain so-called freedoms that we have here that they don't have there, but the way of life, there was not a stress level about everything. It wasn't about, how am I going to get this 70-inch TV? You know, there was more about, hey, let's go out to the woods, let's go pick a bunch of mangoes, and let's go sit on the side of the road and make $1. You know, and that's like, it was just a completely different culture for me when I was there. And it opened my eyes to everything else in life. And that's why I say, I'm like, when I say the small guy, like, I feel bad for anybody that, you know, for the guy that's trying to start at nothing to build up. That's what they want. That's the American dream. Is it always going to work out for everybody? No. Is it going to work out for some? Yes. It doesn't work out for everybody, and that's the American dream, is that if you have that dream, there's nothing stopping you from trying to achieve it. Are you going to get there? Hopefully you do. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But like you said, winners and losers, and there's always going to be that. Every baseball, football,
Well,
you don't ever want to be the second place, third place. You always want to be the winner, but inevitably. But I guess nowadays everybody gets a trophy. You know,
Hey, you know, Rogue Nation, you're spot on about a lot of stuff here, brother. And so are you, Solo. Really, you are. And now is a trying time. You all talking about people working for minimum wage and the struggle and the American dream. And now is a trying time. And we can all see that. And a lot of people, I would wager 70% of the population of the United States does not make it payday to payday. If you ask them for a $5 bill 2 days before payday, they probably ain't got it. And so some of us are lucky enough. I am. I retired at the age of 45. And so I am lucky, and I can make it. I can make,
buddy.
yeah, James. You know, and so, but Rogue makes a good point. You know, and people are suffering. I hear what you're saying, Rogue. That's all I'm trying to say, brother. And you know, it's us that are making it. You know, payday to payday. It's up to us to reach out right now and help our fellow mankind. And it doesn't matter on your political views. You know, all that should be set aside. But, you know, we should become, you know, mankind again, quote unquote, you know, and fuck all the other bullshit. And it's time to get it on, you know, and let's see what America is about. My community is really pretty tight here. You know, I take a lot of shit from my stances that I take here. It's a small city. It's only 5,000 people here. But, you know, and right now, I see not so much shit slinging going on, but people more or less coming together. But that's all I really had. I appreciate what you had to say, Rogue.
Well, let me expound upon it just a second longer.
Sure, go ahead.
When we talk about people getting ahead and people making it and people realizing the dream, you know, that's like a quick release valve for the government, because if we here in America were working hard and none of us were making it, if none of us were getting ahead, if we didn't see other people getting ahead and thinking that maybe we could get ahead as well, then the, you know, I guess I'd say the curtain would be pulled back on the wizard. And that's, like I said, that's like a release mechanism for them to make sure that the majority of the population continues to work hard and continues to, you know, go against their own best interests by voting for these guys and again, not really taking the time to check out what's going on, because we're all striving to get to this American dream point, you know, and I tell people a lot of times, I ask people, you know, what is money? And, you know, a lot of times, of course, they'll tell me, oh, it's the, you know, the greenbacks in my pocket. It's the money in my bank account. You know, none of that stuff is real. You know, the dollar that you're holding in your pocket, it's if you look at the top of every Federal Reserve note that you have, it'll say right on top, Federal Reserve note. Now, the word note in and of itself, the legal definition of that is debt. And if you look, there you go, Federal Reserve note, okay? And people know the word note, mortgage note, car note. The word note in and of itself is debt. Now, under federal law 12 USC 411, it's pretty cool, 411, getting the 411 on the Federal Reserve note now, but 12 USC 411 states that the Federal Reserve note can be exchanged for legal money or legal, you know, lawful money, and that the Federal Reserve note is just general obligation of the United States government. So it's an IOU is basically what we have in our pocket, and that's basically what we do. We shift around debt, okay? Debt goes from me, it goes to you, it goes to the other guy. And a lot of what we think is true on the financial tip is actually false. And it's hard for people to believe because, again, we're conditioned. But when I tell people that banks don't loan money, they look at me like I'm crazy. They're like, dude, you're some kind of conspiracy theorist. I just got a mortgage last week, or I just got a car loan the other day. And it's hard for people to logically work through the fact that banks don't loan money. But they tell you they don't loan money. If you read there's one called Modern Money Mechanics that was put out in 1984 by the Chicago Federal Reserve Bank. And on page 6, under, I want to call it not debt expansion, but I can't remember what the name of the title of the subsection was now, but basically what they say word for word is that when the banks loan money, they don't loan money because no new money would be created. What they do is they exchange a borrower's promissory note for credits to the borrower's transaction account. And so basically what happens is you go in, you write your name on this promissory note, and in law, that promissory note becomes worth whatever it says on that paper, just like a check does, okay? A check is a worthless piece of paper until you pencil in how much money that check is worth and you sign it. Then that check becomes worth that amount if you have that amount in your bank account to whoever it is that you wrote that check to. And the same goes for a promissory note. It's a whole intricate thing, but basically it's just an accounting gimmick, really. And the way you can easily verify this is by looking up how much money, printed money, coin money, is actually circulated into the world today. And you're going to come up with about $3 to $6 trillion of actual greenbacks that you could put in your wallet. Okay. Now, with only $6 trillion greenbacks out there, how is it that the banks have loaned out $13 trillion for mortgages? Obviously, they're loaning out something other than greenbacks, right? So what they're loaning out is zeros on a screen that they sit there and type in. And that's how things get done. And you want to know why the banks have the biggest buildings in any city that you go to? Is because they don't risk anything. the banks are always like, oh, we loan all this money, we risk everything, and they don't loan out anything. No loan, I'm going to put quotations on loan, comes from depositors' accounts or from the bank. It's not like the bank squirrels away money in a separate vault of a profit it's made off of loans and then reloans it. That doesn't happen. They also don't pool people's money when they take it in and put their $500 and open a bank account. They don't go around and borrow all those people's money and loan it out for a house. That ain't the way it works. So the banks don't actually lose money on a loan. It's just numbers. It's just credits in the system to them, you know, and the fractional reserve system works 9-to-1. So if somebody comes in, if Soloyaker comes in there and drops $100, opens a bank account, and I want to come in and I want to borrow $100, they don't give me Soloyaker's 100. What they do is they put Soloyaker's 100 back in the reserves. Now they can loan up to $1,000. Okay, it's a 9-to-1 ratio. They hold $100 of Soloyakers. They can loan out $900, and the $900 they just create. They just type in the screen 900. That's it. That's how they make money, and then they loan out that $900, which again, is money out of thin air. They didn't do anything for it. They didn't work a day in their life for it. It's coming out of their ass, literally. All right, and then they loan it to us, and they charge us interest on it, and it's just a big scam. And that's why the banks have the biggest buildings in every fucking city in America, because they're making money for free. They're making money from nothing.
You know, WTC7, Wake Up America Phil, he had a pretty good comment here. Talks about gold and silver is not traded physically. They give it to you on paper and show it's real. And that is the truth. We have nothing backed. Our paper's not backed on dog shit. Really, we have no gold and silver left in the United States. If we do, show me where the hell it's at. The last claim I heard was from 9/11 when the World Trade Centers got bombed, and what little we had left over on gold to back what paper that we do have was disintegrated like everything else in that fiasco. So that's a pretty good comment. Go ahead, carry on, Rogue. Sorry to interrupt, brother.
Rogue disappeared on my screen.
Yeah, he moved out. So that was a good comment, you know, really concerning what our money's based on. It's not based on anything. A print press. It's based on a print press and how fast we can print that shit. But it's not based on anything. We ain't got nothing to back that shit with.
Yeah, it used to be backed on silver and gold. You know,
yeah,
like
so long.
But now it's because even like the dimes and quarters, they used to have a certain amount of silver inside of like in them, and they would actually work that value of whatever it was made of. And you know, they still make some of the stuff, but it's not. Nothing is worth what it's made of at this point. You know, it's unfortunate the way it is. But Mr. Madison, you've been kind of quiet sitting there. We're going to let you kind of take the floor from here.
Yeah, James is always quiet.
Mike is muted, buddy.
I'm editing videos right now. I'm trying to anyway.
Yeah.
Got like 4 layers of video on this video and it sucks. So yeah, I was listening to Rogue and all that. It's crazy. I don't get that deep into it, but he's got some good points.
Yeah. And we're gonna go on a computer thing. If I add more RAM, am I gonna be faster, or do I need a better processor to become more faster in editing stuff?
I mean, you're going to be able to store more memory with RAM, and then you're going to be able to run programs in that virtual unit. But what are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to get faster downloads and friggin' faster move. Well, my internet sucks. That's all about the change. But even trying to download solo, like to upload or to render video.
You need a processor for that.
Right, that's processor. So there's like the new Intel type thing, the new Intel processor type thing would be the way to go.
Yeah, I mean, RAM is good, like say the human saying, but to
But
render
RAM's
stuff,
only good for like if I want to run internet and my process and my internet running like what you're doing right now, where you're on the internet and you're processing video.
yeah, you'll need both. You'll need RAM and processor for that. So.
Right. Yeah. So
Let me look. I'm just boredly gonna look. Let me see.
Hey, Solo, what are you using for editing?
I've got I think it's Movie Maker Pro, and then I was gonna go with Adobe, but somebody talked me out of it.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, but I mean, if my computer was faster, I don't think anything would change between the Movie Maker Pro and Adobe because I think my processor's just a little slow. I mean, it still moves pretty fast. I was just expecting a lot faster.
Yeah, download a trial of Premiere and then see how that works. But I don't think you're going to be it's not going to be useful for you.
Yeah, no, I think I just need like right now I think I have eight, I think 2 8 gigs. I think I'm at 16 gigs of RAM, and I think my processor's only like 4 gigs or something like that. So it's not an old computer, but it's an older computer. It's like a couple years old.
James, you be building computers?
No, not really.
No.
I mean, I know enough. Yeah, see, like this computer here that I'm using is an old computer for me. It's an Intel i7-3930K with 32 gigs of RAM, and
yeah, see, you're way beyond because I'm only at 4, and
a video card is important too. So I got a GTX 980 in this old machine, and the other one's got a 1080. So it's not much.
That's pretty fast. If you don't know about 1080, like he's moving pretty fast, and like I thought what I had was going to move fast because he said they were doing a lot of, I guess, computer games and stuff, and I thought it was going to be quick, and it's pretty quick, but it's just not. Yeah. I think it'd be faster.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. So let me pause this. Yeah, I'm just editing some videos. I'm going to probably put that. I don't know how to put that video up because the one that I did tonight, I got from Daytona PD. It like starts midway into the incident, and then he turns the audio on, and all you really hear is this officer saying like, "You can't carry it like that," and the guy's like, "You're wrong," and he's like, "Well, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you." The typical thing that they say. So maybe I'll just stick it up there as is.
Yeah, let it run, man. Because like for the gun people that they're gonna know, especially in Florida law, like who's in the glove compartment, his center console, whatever, as long as it was friggin' in there,
Yeah.
I can carry my gun however the fuck I feel like it at that point.
Yeah, and it's just funny how this guy disarms it, unloads it, and then puts it back on the seat. Why is the deal with doing that? Why is there a deal with unloading it, putting it on the seat, and it's lawfully carried?
They don't want you to be able to defend yourself.
Yeah.
They think that you're gonna pull the gun out and shoot them after the fact, dude.
You know, with as much as they train you, you figure they wouldn't be worried about the time it's going to take someone to go all the way into their glove compartment to then take it and then try to pull over the shoulder a hip stop.
Yeah, friggin' I'm gonna Save the Humans has a really good question. How much time do you put into editing? I'm gonna answer this, and then we're gonna go through the panel. For me, it depends on how many different kind of clips there are, and it depends on what's going on. A lot of the fishing stuff that we do, I edit out a lot of it. So there's times I'll run anywhere from like 64 gigs to 128, and I might fill that in a day or half of it in a day. So 64 gigs in a day is a lot of footage, especially at 4K. I usually spend about a day and a half editing, and then I put out a video. It just depends on the interaction. If I can shorten it, I shorten it, but it all just depends. It really varies. Everything varies. Mr. Madison?
So it's basically my editing time is 2 times the amount of time that I film. So if I film an hour, I got 2 hours of editing to go through it, watch it, go through it again, watch it.
No.
But usually, like when I'm doing First Amendment audits or whatever, there's very little that's edited on it.
Right.
I'm going through, I'm walking through, and you might see just little snippets. And like right now, I'm working on a video where I have to blur out little sections, so it's I have to watch the video 3 times basically. So this one's taking a little bit longer.
Right. Yeah. Before I put out a video, I probably watch it about 5 to 6 times before, like, just to make sure everything, you know, if there's any kind of weird. Once again, the fishing videos are different than First Amendment. Usually First Amendment audits, I try to let them run in their entirety so that there's no, oh, what happened at that cut, you know, like type thing. But fishing videos, they kind of, you don't want to watch a 2-hour video of me fishing. Cause
not when you're not catching anything.
We're talking about 2 hours at the fish store. But, hey, I don't edit my videos. I only do Second Amendment myself, which is, I don't do much of them. But they're short and sweet. I don't edit them. What you get is what you get. If I fuck them up, I fuck them up. And I haven't edited that. That's why I was asking you what kind of software you use there, Mike. But mine are just fucking raw-ass videos. And so what it is what it is, man.
yeah, I try to keep it what it is, and
If I was,
Orlando, how long
if I was to
you?
do like a 2-hour fishing video like you're talking about, I would probably want to edit out all the boring-ass parts. If you look at like at my last open carry, it was only a 20-minute video, and that was the entirety of my open carry. It only lasted 20 minutes. You know, and then shit happened, you know, I had 911 calls and whatnot. But it's just a raw 20-minute video, and no one can accuse me of fucking editing out anything because, you know, I know James knows enough about editing software to determine if a video's been edited. All the metadata and all that happy horse crap's all in there. And so for me, and where I'm at in social media, how people attack me for what I do, I just give them the raw fucking footage and say, prove me fucking wrong. Here it is. Here, you know, if you look at, like I said, my last open carry, I started when I walked out of my front door, and I recorded all the way through. And it is what it is. So take it, you know, if I fuck it up, I fuck it up. So it is what it is. I don't edit, but I understand some videos do need to be edited for time, like you do, Solo. You know, you're out here on your open carry. No one wants to watch you walk around for 30 minutes, you know, before you have a interaction, you know. Yours are a lot longer trips than what I'm usually taking. And I've done other open carry marches I've put on YouTube, and they're on edited as well. Police reactions, interactions with the local cops, all's been good, but I give the raw to protect myself. So it's like, you know, don't fucking accuse me of editing out certain parts of the video to make it look different than from what really happened. It's fucking raw. So that's where I'm at, brother.
Yeah. Hear that, man.
Anywhere.
Orlando?
For me, editing my videos, I don't know, man. It probably takes well over 4 to 5 hours more than what the videos actually are. Because not only do I edit the video with like writing and stuff like that now, and I put the whole video out in its entirety for the people who like to see how it is that the situation got to where it got. But then I also take that video and then re-edit it and make shorter versions for the people who just want to see me get put down or police abusing their power. You know, the ones who don't want to see the other stuff. But it definitely takes a really, it's hard. It's hard and frustrating. So there's times where I'll edit a video and I'll have hours put into it, and then something comes up. I'm like, oh man, you know, I gotta go or whatever, and I forget to save it. Come back, it's gone. It's like, oh great, gotta start over.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to the club, man. Friggin', when those things happen, man, they always suck, dude. Friggin', I've had, actually, I was in the process of editing a video, and I had the whole hard drive completely shut down on me. So, lost all the footage. I lost all the footage and the video, so. But, yeah, editing sucks. Like, if any of y'all that haven't made, I mean, there's certain things, like, certain videos I do, like my fishing videos, I try to edit out and I try to keep pertinent stuff in it. And I'll tell you, when you do have to edit and break things down and chop things up, you'll end up watching the same video 7, 8, 9 different times, and you're just like, hurry up. I just need to cut out one more second and I'm done. And then next thing you know, you're cutting out 10 more seconds and you think you're done, and it's never the way it works. So.
Yeah, I don't want to get caught up with that kind of crap, guys. But I understand what you're talking about, brother, for sure. And that's why I was asking about what software you use. You know, I might start doing some other videos. I've got some new equipment. I got my new iPhone 11 and all that happy horse shit. And I've got Streamlabs and everything up and running. So I'll be out and about. But, you know, like I said, I'm all about the raw video. But you know, sometimes you need to edit this shit. And so I guess I need to start geeking out on some editing software here soon. And I have been looking into it.
If you're putting out videos, you're good to go, bro.
What's that, brother?
If you're putting out videos like you are, you're good, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. The editing software, some of it is just adding like little tweaks in it, but for the most part, for James Madison, he does more than just First Amendment audits. He's got his one for him, so I know why he uses it. I use it because every now and again I'll throw in little quirky things in there and in little chops, and I mean everybody needs it for different aspects. And if you're running pretty much entirety through the whole way through, you don't need real advanced type of editing software. You know, go with the basics, whatever's on your computer, or you know, I think for I think I got Movie Maker Pro for like $10. So, you know, it cost me $10 to have a editing software, and it's good enough. It allows, you know, it does everything I need it to do. I'm just trying to get my computer faster.
Right.
But I'll wait.
Brother.
James Madison comes back real quick, but it says right here, okay, how much information can you get with a FOIA request on a law enforcement officer that uses his personal phone to photo you? If you know their name and if you know who they are, and you can request that body cam footage or their personal cell phone. If they do delete it's kind of like tampering with evidence. And as soon as James Madison gets back, I'll let him explain that more. But you can, anytime that you see a law enforcement take a picture with their cell phone, that becomes public record. And you're more than welcome to request it. If they try to delete it and they say they don't have it, then you could probably go after them, you know, through a lawsuit or something. But yeah, personal cell phones are, while they're on the clock, are completely able to get their records, whether it's video, audio, or photo. I hope that answer saved the human's question.
Hey, Wolf Gladly, Accountability, thanks for your input there on some editing software, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, is that the comment that says Sony Vegas?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, Sony Vegas. I used to use Sony Vegas when I was doing like competitive gaming when I was younger. It's actually a really good software. A little difficult to use at first, but it's damn good.
Yeah.
Hey, OVT, we got you speaking there. What was the outcome from that last incident when you got put down on the ground, brother? Well, if you could talk about it.
Yeah, I can talk about certain things. So as I told everyone, I can't get into too much detail with it, but if you've seen my other videos, I definitely do everything within my power to hold people accountable for their actions. And so I made my complaints that you guys seen the videos. They told me they never received a complaint, but somehow I got a letter. I made a live stream about that. I got a letter saying that they found that he committed, nothing against their policies or anything like that, which recently I did some investigating, and he violated a lot of their policies. So I sent the video to a couple of people, and I contacted some other people above him, and I ended up getting a phone call back from an agency, and we spoke for a little while about what went down. They got my video, and they recommended for me to, they gave me the phone number to get in contact with the Attorney General, and they told me to call them and to send them my video, and that if I can't get in contact with them, that most likely they'll be able to get in contact with them first. So whichever one of them, if they get in contact with the Attorney General first, they're going to contact me, and if I get in contact with them first, then just to let them know what it is that I have. But I have been taking the steps that I need to definitely hold him accountable.
Hey, thanks for the update, brother. I appreciate you saying what you are able to say. Just curious. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. He's someone commented on one of my videos. I don't know how true it is, so don't quote me on this. But someone commented on my videos. They did a public record request on him, and supposedly he went from sergeant to detective now.
Is that the guy that you had interaction with? That's good. But he could still be a sergeant.
He got promoted for putting you down on the ground, huh?
No, that'd be a demotion if he's...
Oh, demotion. I'm sorry. I don't know the police officer ranks.
Well, supposedly, wait, what's a demotion? Is that a promotion going from sergeant to detective?
I mean, it depends on if he's going into as a sergeant.
Yeah, he was a sergeant. He was Sergeant Jeffrey Mayer, and now he's a detective mayor.
So is that a promotion or not?
It could be lateral.
Just he got put somewhere else where he's not dealing with the public.
That's right. It could be that, where he's just doing investigative work.
Yeah, my sarcastic remark was he got an attaboy for throwing your ass on the pavement. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Man, that I every now and then I'll look at that video and it just pisses me off so bad to see what he did to me.
Yeah. And Mr. James Madison, on requests for personal cell phones, like when police take personal or take photos of you on their personal cell phones, the request is all the same, correct?
Yeah, but you got to be really specific because they're not going to be able to go through and search the phone. The city isn't. They're going to ask the officer that they need to produce it, and if they don't produce it, they could be in trouble. So you need to say, like if you went in there and said, I need all work-related photos that you've taken in the last week, then it might be hard. But if you say, I need a photo that was taken at 12:37 a.m. on 4/17, and then he might be able to find it.
Right.
The city's not going to go looking through his phone. They're going to hopefully have him get it.
Hey, Soloyaker, not to cut you guys off. I noticed a comment there. I don't know if you've seen it. One guy said he wants to subscribe to everyone who's here on this live stream, but he cannot see our names. If you can type that up for him, that'd be great, because it's not letting me comment, and I'm on the computer.
Yeah, no worries. I'm going to do that for you. We've got James Madison Audits.
I'll see if I can grab a link.
Yeah.
I am uploading that video for... the body camera's already up. You want to watch it in here? Do you want me to link?
Like I said, my
hell yeah, bro.
It's 8 minutes and 40.
I love watching your videos.
It's not me. It's just the body camera.
Yeah. I love body cam footage, man. It tells a whole different side of reality.
At least the side of reality that the cop allowed people to see, because as you see, they turn on and off their cams whenever it's convenient for them.
Yeah, that's what happened here. This is definitely on and off whenever he wants it to be.
I'm going to be testing out my body cam Saturday. We're doing a flag wave here, a non-political, non-3%, just Americans supporting Americans. But I'm going to test my body cam out Saturday, and I'm going to go live now that I got the OBS software working on my iPhone. And so I'll be out and about and do a little live video Saturday, probably around noon my time.
This guy's a goof. You want us here? You want to play it and then go to the...
Share it up.
Yeah, I wish.
There. Got the audio. I posted it in chat.
That's mine right there, Orlando's Voice Transparency. Make sure you sub, watch those videos, like, comment.
Yeah, and Wolf may be correct if it's not complete.
Already subbed to you guys, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, we'll definitely. I'm trying to get CB. I'm trying to find his.
I tell you, all you guys that mirrored my video, man, y'all made my channel grow so fast. It was incredible.
I can jump back into the YouTube chat and post my link to my channel.
That's exactly what I'm doing right now, man. I'm trying to get your link so that people can get to your link.
My channel's not like most people think, I'm mainly into county government because I don't have no issues with my First and Second Amendment rights here. But I do test from time to time. But mainly I'm into keeping the county government in line. But, hey, so if you're going to post that link, go ahead. I won't look for it, but...
What's your digits?
What's my digits? Yeah. Hey, hang on. I'll grab it, guys.
Yeah, grab it, man. It's going to be easier for you to find as it is for me to find it right now.
Yeah,
Solo, somebody wants your digits.
Yeah,
I'll give you my digits.
Hey, hang on a second.
Right here. I'm typing them in right now. Come on.
I'll grab it and throw it up in chat. Hang on a minute. I'm trying not to get the bad echo shit going on. And I do have my channel separated into 3 categories. And so my random videos is what most people will be interested in. I think I got it tossed up in chat now. But like I said, mainly I'm into the county government and keeping those guys fucking accountable. And that's mainly what I do anyway. But there's my channel. Like I said, it's separated into 3 categories. Curry County Board of Commissioner meetings, and then my random videos is just whatever I do and whatever I share, what I find off the internet. It's off the fucking wall. And then some other fucking channel, I don't know what the fuck it is, but something. But anyways, there it is. I tossed the link up. Hey, sub to me, man. I'd love to be able to go live someday on YouTube. But like I said, I do have Streamlabs up and running, so I can go live. Anyways, fuck the masters.
Yeah, I heard that.
So yeah, new subs would be great. Thank you.
Yeah, always sub. It's a community. We share. We just pass each other around, I guess.
Yeah, we do like whores, man.
Yeah, minus the COVID, I guess.
Violations will stop the more of us do what we do.
Yeah.
That's why we try so hard to spread the word.
And like I said, I've
we got Mr. G.A. Gladdy Auditor here, and I missed him, and I'm coming over to Pasco County. GA, hit number 1 if you know where Pasco County is, GA. I need to see a 1 from you, bro. Obviously, GA doesn't know where Pasco is.
I don't see no Uno.
I don't see that Uno, GA. It's on the West Coast, man. It's right over there by
your girlfriend. It's just your turn. Y'all lost in these comments.
So, Solo, you want to watch that Daytona video real quick or no?
Yeah, you turn your camera on, dude.
Bro, we've been waiting on you, man.
No, I just put it in chat, so it's easier for you to pull up.
I suck. Dude, I can't do that, man. I told you my computer's slow.
I don't know how to stream the audio.
Ah, fuck. Christ.
I see I can share screen. Is that what I need to do?
Yeah, click share screen and then you throw the website on there.
All right, so I'm going to mute.
Fine.
So you guys can hear now on me.
Look at that. You pissed Solo off. He left.
I do the same thing. If you guys could, because his audio is kind of low, just mute, and then we'll listen to this thing here, and you'll hear it. I'll come in and talk about what I hear. All right. Wait for him to get back. Let me try this and see if it works.
All right. I'm going to share screen. I didn't get to
You need to share what you grubbing on, man. What you eating? Look at you.
I'm sure I'm bringing some M&M's, bro. Get off my jump.
Oh, chocolate?
So you guys hear the audio when it comes up? Hold on just a second.
I'm keeping there it is. Perfect.
You guys hear audio?
Yeah, dude. Shut up. Stop talking. Hit the play button.
Oh my god. Do you hear audio?
That's a negative.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get audio.
I can hear it.
I don't hear it.
All right, I'm gonna
Stop playing. Hold on.
Any audio?
No, it's bullshit. Volume's up.
Fucking bullshit.
I think I know that guy.
It's not coming through.
All right, so on your side, are you able to play it?
So I'm gonna try to screen share for you. Which one is it? I don't see your comment. Oh wait, I think I see it now. Hold on.
Yeah, you guys work your magic. My computer and my internet suck, so all it does is get glitchy when I try to do more than what I'm surprised I'm able to have 4 people on here right now, and it's not
Oh,
getting glitchy.
hey, James.
Yo.
James, when you clicked screen share, did you check off the little box on the bottom left that says share audio?
I see sharing 2 monitors, screen sharing works on a good computer, and then audio says look for share audio check button on the next window. Okay, let me try that. Oh, there it is. Okay, I didn't see it over there. It's way at the bottom.
Yep.
Shut up, stupid. Not you. All right, so let's do this. All right, here we go.
Dude, I'll see you in 30 days, bro.
All right, so you guys mute and I'll narrate this and give me some access to this screen here.
I gave you. Oh, yeah, my bad.
All right, so you guys mute and I'll kind of narrate for what's going on.
Roger that. Going on.
All right, so you guys will be able to read the description once you see this there, if you want to grab that. But this guy was pulled over for speeding, tells the officer he has a firearm in the car. He then makes him put his hands on the hood, and this is the body camera footage that Daytona gave me. Unfortunately, this is all they gave me. It starts at a weird spot, but make sure you listen here. Let's make sure audio is working. In the beginning, there's no audio because this guy doesn't turn his audio on.
James, any way you can full screen that?
Yeah, let's do that. So right about here, he turns his audio on.
be double locked. Well, I guess that is double locked. Whatever.
So if you heard right there, the way he's actually talking to himself. He's not talking to anybody else. He's like, has to be double locked. So he's just in this car talking to himself. I mean, I'm not going to comment on the stability of this guy for talking to himself like this, but he's playing it out in his head, and then he's like, oh, I guess it is double locked.
3 Alpha 5-3 Central. I got one out of Florida by number and a serial number for a gun.
So this lawful citizen now has his gun put into, we'll call it a registry, because now it's in a database and it's in this call cat, it's in this CAD, so someone can find out what the serial number is. He didn't do anything wrong.
Go ahead with the number.
And then he redacted here, so I don't give the number. But what's funny is they usually leave this stuff on screen. They'll blank out the numbers and leave it on screen.
What was that first number after Sierra?
And you guys can hear audio when I mute my mic, right? All this time it's redacted here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump ahead.
Copy.
I copy, thank you.
Negative with the valid TL, and the gun is also negative.
3 Alpha 5-3, go ahead.
Jeffrey Stack is negative with the valid TL, and the gun is also negative.
I copy, thank you.
So this guy just had his firearm checked to see if it's stolen, and he had no lawful reason to do it. And all this is dead time right here. He's like sitting in the car for 8 minutes doing whatever he's doing. He got all the information back that everything's negative. Why does he need? I don't know if he's writing a written warning or printing one out.
Sir, do me a favor. Step over here on this side. I'm going to put this in your seat. Just so you know. Hold on a second. Just so you know. I've got it unloaded. The extra round, the magazine, and the case are right here.
So Jeff asked if he wants to see the statute there just a second ago. You might not have caught that. It was kind of stepped on.
You want the statute for the...
Hold on just a second.
Sorry, this is something I'm very passionate about. I think gun laws in this country are a mess right now. People that don't know them need to know them, and I'm not saying that it's your fault. It's just it's not something that's trained to officers.
So he's just telling him, hey, listen, I'm trying to give you this because he's trying to educate this officer. This officer doesn't have anything. And where I was saying about, like, when they forget to take stuff off, like redacting, it's like...
Hold on just a second.
You see, like, information's right there. And then they block it off most of the time. There they go, they block it.
I think gun laws in this country are a mess right now. People that don't know them need to know them, and I'm not saying that it's your fault. It's just it's not something that's trained to officers.
And I did double check, and I apologize. I was wrong because that is classified as double lock. When I had
under Florida gun law. Or...
So I want to pause right here. This guy, from what it looked like on the body camera, this officer checked, made sure that it was legal. He said, oh yeah, I guess it is double locked. Did it was legal, but still did his unlawful search of this firearm. When I say unlawful search of the firearm, by running the serial number, putting it in the database, yet after he knew that it was legal. So he's in violation of as soon as he found out this was legal, he should have been like, I'm sorry, here it is back. I don't want to take your stuff anymore. He kept it, though, and held on to it till the end of the stop.
That's not even a statute, sir.
Right there's the statute.
Yes, I understand.
It is securely encased or not readily accessible. Glove box compartment locked or unlocked.
But the thing is, though, when you get into it, you need to actually go under.
I have. I used to carry the car with my statute. I just got this car a couple months ago. I haven't switched everything over.
Are you going to let me explain? Go under the
but
actual...
You're explaining something that is wrong. That's why I said if you'd like to get your superior here, I will
Okay,
wait.
sir. I'm not even going
Here
to
comes
comment.
the top explaining.
Here's your license and your insurance, your registration. I'm only going to give you a warning for the exceeding the speed limit because I'm not writing citations.
I'm begging you to please.
Okay. So you have a good day.
Research that statute.
Okay.
Glove box is securely encased, whether it's locked or unlocked.
Okay, sir. You have a good day.
Okay. Please educate yourself.
Dumb fuck. Ah, man.
I was waiting for him to say he smelled marijuana.
Yeah. Or your fishing line's dry.
Yeah, that usually
That's
happens.
what I'm.
Yeah, your fishing line dries. That's a good one, brother. I won't ever forget that video, man. Really? Fuck me, man. Seriously?
Yeah, fishing line. Fucking welcome to Florida. Walk around hot.
I'm not going to come visit anytime soon. I'm telling you that.
I'm coming to you, bro. Oregon's really nice in the summer.
Check the moisture content of your fishing line? Seriously?
I carry a water bottle with me now.
That's just a bit too much, brother.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a crazy video. I think I actually know who that is.
Yeah, you do.
I'm gonna reach out to him tomorrow.
That's who it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
He posted about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, it's nuts, man. And I think that's a lot of this is, like what Florida carry is right now. They're just getting so frustrated with so much law enforcement not being educated about gun laws. Like, we're not expecting every officer to know every law. They're not expecting. There's so many laws. I get it.
Hey,
but the same laws that allow them to carry firearms is one of those exceptions too.
I'm giving you a thumbs down on that one.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying to give them a little slack, bro.
No, don't. Because here's why. They require you to know all the laws, and you don't get any exemptions. They also live in the same state we do. They're required to know the laws. Then they have an elevated job that allows them to enforce the laws. They need to know all of the laws just like we do.
You're absolutely right.
I did it. I knew it.
Yeah. Hey, whoa, calm down. That's why we love you, James Madison. James Madison, if you don't know, he did some stuff and he knows the law. He lived that life. Now
you used to live that life, James.
He came back to the good side.
He came back to the dark side. Hey, James, let me ask you this, James.
Yeah.
How do you expect a law enforcement officer really to know all the laws? I mean, we expect them only to enforce the laws that they do know. But fuck, man, how can we expect them to know all the laws?
Because they expect you to know all the laws, and they are the same people you are.
Yep. Yeah. They expect us to know not to speed and not to do this and not to do that.
As a resident of the state of Florida, you're required to know the laws, and as a resident of whatever city, you're required to know the city ordinances, and they are residents and live in the same state or city that you possibly do, that they enforce.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for the answer. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, and by all means, I don't know all the laws either. There's some stuff.
Oh, hell, that's what my point was. Who does?
But you're required to, and you don't get any exemptions for not knowing the law. Like, if you didn't know it was...
Copy that.
Yeah, if you didn't know it was not okay to spit your gum on the ground, and you're like, oh, I thought I could because it's biodegradable. Well, nope, sorry, sir. I don't. You can take it up in court, but that's a law. Here's your citation. Yeah, that's all.
Hey, thanks, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And the same thing with like the 790 statutes. Whenever like anybody that's ever taken concealed weapons license, and they hand you a booklet at the end of it, and then you sign off saying that you understood all those 790 statutes, like all the 790s. That is the same principle. Like that's the entire gun law. The right, James Madison. The 790s is pretty much every gun law in Florida. Then there's like inside some of those laws that'll take you to another statute under 700 or something or whatever if you're under violation.
Yes. Everything in 790 is weapons and firearms.
Weapons and firearms. And so when you take that concealed weapons, so for those people that don't take the concealed weapons license, I can see how they can be confused about some laws. But anybody that does take it, you basically sign off saying, yes, I understand. I've understood this booklet. And I mean, it's not like a 5-page booklet. It's like 30, 40 pages, or I won't say 30. It's probably like 20. Yeah, that's the only one I need right there. Right there. That Constitution is the only one I need to know. In the first, like, 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, man. We'll just say the first 5 are good enough. But
which one's the most important?
I definitely think I think the Second Amendment's the most important because it helps protect the rest.
Ooh, there you go. So that's what I was looking for. You're right.
Because you can say whatever you want all day long, but if there's somebody else with a gun, they can kind of shut up or I'm going to kill you. And that's, if somebody wants to try to stop me from doing the things I want to do and they want to do it with violence, it's probably not going to work out well. So, but anyway, yeah, GA Gladiator, Pasco County, I'll let you know. I'll be in touch. Pasco County should be good. I'm trying to get on live PD. You want to come for out? Who here wants to come out for that live PD? You want to go there, OVT? Live PD?
Hey, by the way, while you're on Gladiator, yes, I do wear this vest all the time, every day. Anytime I walk out of my house, this vest is on.
It's not definitely not his first time.
I can only show the full vest during like recorded videos. I can't do it on stream, but I would show you my daily setup.
It's a good setup too, Beth.
That's my T-Rex Glock 23.
Yeah, there's some trolls earlier talking about it, but
yeah, I don't care.
If it's in a holster, you can show it.
I don't know, dude. We're at 2 hours and 25 minutes, dude. If they shut this stream down at this point, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm going to bed anyways.
Glock 23, extra mag, all that good stuff.
Here, hold on. Let me get into the light. I'll show this vest off in the light.
This is definitely the longest stream you've ever done.
Yeah, by far. I've never invited everybody. Now I'm starting to invite people. Now it's turning into a better stream.
These panels are pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
You get a lot of input from different people around the country and different views, and it's all good. Hell, we're all quarantined, sort of, kind of, whatever. Might as well do something.
All right, so
since we're all locked up indoors,
I'll show the vest setup for you now. So we got obviously my camera here, a couple pens for if I need to write things down. 330 round mags, 5.56. Sanitizer, a trauma kit.
Good man.
Then I keep my 1911, an extra 1911 mag here. And inside my pouch is my concealed weapons license and a notepad to write down license plates, officer names, or anyone who violates my rights or threatens to hurt me. And earbuds for when I'm at the range. But that's my vest setup.
Nice setup.
Oh wait, I almost forgot this bad boy right here. This one's in the side of the vest. 40 round mag.
Yeah, G23. I'll definitely come out and join you sometime on Saturday. It might not be this Saturday. I'm headed to Autumn's Armory in her family, and we're gonna go out there and shoot out on a little range out there they got out there. And James, have you seen that video that I did on Autumn Armory?
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it.
Dude, that little girl is friggin' amazing, dude. She's an amazing little girl. I hope my girl's like that.
Yeah, this is crazy. And you said you have a range day soon, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, Saturday. This
cool.
Saturday. I'm headed up. I'm going up to, it's in Cocoa. I'm not going to disclose the spot, but it's somewhere up in Cocoa. And we're going to go out there, and I guess they can go out there and kind of run and gun and shoot whatever they feel like. They get freedom. They get freedom out there. That's all I know.
Hey, well, boys, I am going to be taking off here. I'm going to see if I can go find me some footage out there. It's about that time where things start getting kind of wild out there.
The first one to leave doesn't win $1,000.
What? Yo, look, I can just plug in my laptop and leave it running. I'm sure you guys will leave before I do.
I'm going to be on screen with your face.
Yeah, dude, we've been running for almost 2.5 hours. Everybody's hanging out, chilling. We're all having a good time. But, sometimes you gotta know when to say when.
Know when to hold.
Not on the. This is sponsored by Busch Light.
I just published a thumbnail for that video.
I donate money for you to buy better beer.
Yeah, for real, bro. Why don't you go with Corona or something?
Be safe out there, brother, if you're heading out in there to do some auditing. But really, I donate money for better fucking beer. Seriously.
I'm good. For right now, we're good. I'm living the dream. Keystone is good too. But I'm just saying, I'm living the dream on the Busch Light. I went from Bud Light to Busch Light because I had a baby.
Hey, Soloyaker, I'm gonna go out there and look for some footage. Make sure you get in contact with me and let me know when it is that we're gonna go do that trip.
Yeah, man. Friggin' the PA thing will happen when we start building some money. And
man. Hey, just make sure you post that link on there for everyone. I posted a PayPal link. I don't know if someone saw it because someone said they don't like GoFundMe. So if they don't want to do the GoFundMe, they can just donate on PayPal. My name on there is capital OVT YouTube with a capital Y and a capital T. And I'll just put it into the GoFundMe, and I guess we'll do a video once we raise the amount.
Yeah, whenever it happens, it happens.
Yeah, or progress video so people can see it building or whatever.
Yeah, we'll get it together. We'll put out a link and let everybody know and all that good stuff. I just wanted to get you on here so we could talk about it and let people start knowing, because it's even right now with this whole C virus thing going on. I don't think I don't want to travel outside of Florida and have to come back and deal with the quarantine for 14 days. So I'm thinking if it happens in a month or two or just like in the fall, that would be really nice. Right when the weather starts changing through all those states as we go north, that would probably be better.
All I know is when we get out there, we got to walk right through that neighborhood where they messed with me.
Dude, I'm going to walk by the police station.
Everywhere. I'm going everywhere, but specifically that neighborhood.
I'm going to start by the police station and walk to that neighborhood.
If y'all get flooded out from the staged war by attacking the matter of fault, hit me up. I gotcha. I'm super lost on that. But, guys, it was a pleasure. Solo, thank you. James, thank you. Sir, what was yours? Channels?
CB.
Hey, be safe out there, brother.
Hold on, I can't hear him. What you said was your channel's name?
CB.
All right, I definitely got to look that up because I don't know if I've seen your channel, but it was a pleasure to meet you. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your stream, all right?
All right, bro. We're probably going to get out of here too, bro. So have a good night, man. Have fun. Stay safe out there.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, guys. Like I said, we've been on here for about 2.5 hours, so I'm good with it if y'all are good with it, and let's get some rest. And I got to do some smoking a pork and two COVID places tomorrow. I gotta go to friggin' Tradition again in Fort Pierce for their COVID testing and see how many people are there.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. It's a popular one right now. So we're gonna get out of here, everybody.
Yeah, dude.
Don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe on everybody's channel: CB, James Madison, OVT, and Rogue Nation, and the other guy. Still never got his name, but subscribe to all.